All right, let's get this show started!
Max Holloway says he's starting to feel his age. The 34-year-old will look to defend his BMF belt against Charles Oliveira this Saturday in the main event of UFC 326. Speaking to Demetrius Johnson ahead of the event, Holloway admitted that he feels a big difference compared to how he felt in his 20s, saying he's starting to feel older.
Of course I can feel the difference, you know. I'm 34 now.
Damn, you're 34?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck,
you know,
man. I'm about to be 40. You're still fucking here. Like, I'm 34. I'm fighting for 10 years.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm 34 now, bro, and you can see this too, right? Our body feel way different. You know, when I was like 24, I feel like I could run through a brick wall. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. Now at this age, I'm like, holy shit, that brick wall better be made out of foam or something if I'm running through it, please, you know? Because, man, I feel it, but it is what it is, you know, all jokes aside. It comes with age, and it just comes with IQ and fighting IQ, and I think just like you, Mighty, I think you was ahead of your time, you know what I mean? I feel like you was ahead of your time when you was coming up, and that's why you did what you did, you know? And I feel like I did a lot of stuff that I had to do. I like to replica a lot of my stuff, or even mindset things around the way that you would say. You'd give us little sneak peeks here and there to your career. Guys like us, we should listen, because, you know, if you was doing this at such a high level, then why can't I?
Alex Volkanovski has expressed some doubts about whether Max Holloway is still in his prime. In a recent YouTube video, Volk shared his thoughts on Holloway's current form, questioning whether the former featherweight champion still possesses the legendary chin he showed prior to his knockout loss to Ilia Topuria, and reflecting on where Holloway currently stands in his career.
Is Max in his prime? I'm saying is his chin exactly the same as you? I don't know. So I know it used to be just a granite chin, and then I reckon his skills are fucking just as much as his skills are like in prime. But maybe there's other bits that just maybe declined a little bit. So it would be hard to say he's in his prime, but he's still right there, pretty much in his prime. So pretty much, yeah, you could say he's pretty much in his prime. Fighting Conor McGregor, I don't know. You know what I mean? That's a tricky one.
Despite his reservations, Volkanovski still picked Holloway to come out on top against Charles Oliveira this Saturday at UFC 326.
Max Holloway, you go 100%. Now he is gonna get you tired, and he's one guy that knows how to capitalize on someone being tired. If he sees you tired, he's gonna make you pay more and more and more, and he can definitely mentally and physically break you down. Does that give him opportunities to get the finish? I am gonna say yes. I think Max is gonna be the favorite. I think you'll get some better value at him getting the finish. I think he can get the finish. I can definitely see it. I think Max Holloway can definitely start to do that, start to land, get in a position where, you know, Charles is more shelling up, trying to grab, not really working, and you can just see Max just start getting the finish and the ref's just sort of stopping it. You know, just again, it's just Max is that type of guy that can put that type of pace on you. Charles is going to be dangerous enough to, you know, put him in danger, but the only thing is you can't do that for 5 rounds with someone like Max.
Cory Sandhagen is growing increasingly frustrated about a potential fight with Sean O'Malley. Cory has been calling out O'Malley for quite some time, and in a new video shared on his social media, he took some shots at Sugar, calling him a bitch and accusing him of avoiding a fight with him.
What's up, guys? Pay attention, because I'm about to break down why the UFC is going to miss out on one of the biggest fights that they could put on the White House card right now, and it's because O'Malley's being a little entitled.
Would you fight someone else?
I'm chilling.
How about a nice big cup of shut the f***?
Here's this fight that everybody wants you to, Cory Sandhagen.
At the end of the day, UFC makes the fights. I'm not, you know what I mean? So we'll see what they say. We don't do matchmaking till Tuesday.
You're a bitch.
If they say we're doing Merab, Peter, and we want you to fight Cory, are you interested?
I would say, can I
wait for Peter Merab?
That's not how it works.
The White House card, yeah, I mean, Cory goes up there, wins, I beat whoever's next.
Fight me. Frick.
We may have our first potential leaks for the upcoming UFC White House card. Dana White recently revealed that the card is already finalized and said he plans to officially announce it this week, most likely during UFC 326. Now, the first rumors are starting to surface. The popular X account UFC Roster Watch, which has over 200,000 followers and is known for tracking UFC signings and roster changes, reported that Jon Jones and Alex Pereira are expected to compete on the card. He wrote, "Fight announced, Jon Jones versus Alex Pereira. We have confirmation that this fight will be announced for the White House card. Source at UFC." Shortly after, the user doubled down on the claim and reconfirmed that the information is legitimate, writing, Anyone who is commenting this is bullshit. We don't post any fight announcements here ever. The fight is signed and will be announced after this week's UFC event. What do you guys think about a possible clash between Jones and Pereira on the UFC White House card? Who do you think would win? Drop your predictions in the comments below. On Thursday, UFC have
this. As you guys know, the UFC is the sport for all intents and purposes. I have known many managers over the years that the UFC hasn't liked, and the UFC has said, we're not talking to this guy. So you either figure it out or get someone else. You put someone else in front of us, get another manager, or we're going through you. There'll be the flip side of that where the UFC will be like, we like this guy, and you know the ones that I'm talking about, go sign with him and we'll give you a deal, or we'll talk to them, or we'll negotiate with them, but we don't like this guy, so don't bring this guy to the meeting. I know of a meeting very recently where the UFC met with someone and they're like, manager, stay outside. It's just you and I, just you and I. So like we could go gaga here and say like, wow, this is crazy, but I want to see how this actually plays out, because the UFC could just say, we're not talking to you. Tom could then say, well, if you're not talking to him, you're not talking to me. There's going to be a game of chicken here.
Dana White has shared his reaction to Tom Aspinall signing with Eddie Hearn. Many have described the move as a fitting response to Dana adding Conor Benn to Zuffa Boxing's roster after the British star's lengthy stint in matchroom boxing. During Thursday's UFC 326 pre-fight press conference, Dana was asked about Aspinall's new management and surprisingly said he has no issue with Hearn representing him.
Tom Aspinall has signed with Eddie Hearn as a manager. You obviously have some issues with Eddie. What did you think about that news and what do you make of that decision?
We don't have any issues with Eddie. They can get whoever they want to represent him. Tito Ortiz used to represent people and we got it done.
Dana also appeared on the Piers Morgan Uncensored show, where he revealed that he would seriously consider fighting Eddie Hearn in a boxing match.
Any chance of an 8th bout on the ring between you and Eddie Hearn?
How old's Eddie Hearn? How old's Eddie? In his 40s or something?
He's a big unit. He'd probably fancy himself.
Yeah, he's huge.
He did box
like 6'5".
He did box he boxed his dad. Who do you think would win if you had a fight? Who would win?
Put it this way, that would have to be like a Jake Paul Netflix card, okay? Or we could both fight Jake Paul. We're in his age bracket of guys he likes to fight.
Eddie has a 10-year advantage over you. He's got the youth, but you are Dana White. If it actually happened, who would win?
Listen, if Eddie wants to box, we can box. We can box if Eddie wants to box. I don't think Eddie wants to box.
Would you be confident?
Yeah, back in the day, I used to box with all the guys, boxers and UFC guys. I have boxed.
So if Eddie Hearn's up for it, you're on for it.
Absolutely.
During the interview, Dana also confirmed that Aspinall will return to the UFC and added that he wants to repair the relationship, which had been strained due to miscommunication.
Do you think he'll fight again?
I do. Yeah, the company has talked to him. I haven't talked to him, and Tom and I obviously need to talk. You know, he came out recently, or his dad too, saying that, you know, they felt like I was, you know, I don't know how they said it, but that I had sort of shit on him in the way that I had spoke about, you know, his eye injury, which was absolutely positively not the case. Tom Aspinall is a guy that I respect. He's been great, you know, to work with. You know, the whole time he's been here in the UFC, and you know, never once did I question his injury or speak negatively about it. I said something once that I said I think he's okay, and I think he's going to be good, and they came out and said no, that's not the case. And he said I haven't even talked to Dana. I don't know why he would say that, but you know, obviously my medical team is talking to him, and that was what I had thought, and they thought that I had knocked him in some way, which I absolutely positively didn't and wouldn't. I like him very much and respect him. I've never had a problem with Tom Aspinall.
Here are the top 3 memes found on the internet. Number 3 meme was posted by Dagestani Fighter. Number 2 meme was posted by THD News. And number 1 meme was posted by Kirk Poker.
I train 6 days a week. 5 days a week, I'll train 3 days a week. One of those days, I will train 2 days of the week. So
I would have never thought it was happening is going on. My mind has been blown. But once again, it's America, and we got to keep fighting, right? We got to keep fighting, keep our head up, and just put our chin down. And
hi, Tito Ortiz. Hi, there's Holloway. Do I solemnly swear? I do solemnly for him.
Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest MMA news.